Dear student, due to coronavirus, school started online classes for your study. So you can subscribe Golden Flower Palia YouTube channel, like and press the bell icon.
Hello student, good morning. Today in class 12th biology, the chapter is human reproduction and topic is childbirth or parturition. So dear student, when fetus is fully formed, means full term fetus ready to deliver, so many hormones act. Parturition or childbirth means it is an act of expelling the full term of fetus from mother's uterus at the end of gestation. Means at end of gestation, full term fetus ready to deliver. So here in human gestation is completed in 280 days, means to say 9 months plus 7 days. So about 2 weeks before of the birth, fetus head settles downward in the pelvic cavity. Means before 2 weeks of birth of a fetus, the fetus had settled downward into a pelvic cavity, and whenever uterine wall contracts vigorously, means to say forceful contraction of uterine wall, so this is said to be labor pain. Now for this act, so many hormones that are responsible. So here one hormonal graph given. So one is estrogen that release from ovaries, another is oxytocin that release from fetus as well as mother's posterior pituitary gland. So estrogen induces oxytocin receptors on the uterine wall. Means this estrogen induces the oxytocin receptor that are present on the uterine wall, and this act in the stimulates uterus to contract. Means this oxytocin help contraction of uterus, and this oxytocin also responsible for stimulation of placenta to produce prostaglandins. It is a type of hormone, and this also stimulates contraction of uterus. So while positive feedback give to the oxytocin. So dear student, estrogen released from ovaries level increases at the end of gestation period, and this estrogen counteract effect of progesterone. And you know very well the progesterone, this is responsible for maintenance of pregnancy. So if the level of estrogen high, then estrogen suppresses the level of progesterone, and it helps in the stimulates the uterine contraction. Second is oxytocin. This is also known as birth hormone. So this birth hormone stimulates contraction of uterine wall. Now next is relaxin. The hormone relaxin secreted by placenta. So this relaxin increases flexibility of pubic symphysis, a connection between pelvic girdle, and dilate uterine cervix during labor. And another function, dilation of uterine cervix. Now next is prostaglandins. This prostaglandins digest the collagen fiber in cervix. And last is CRH, corticotropin releasing hormone, released from placenta and stabilizes the time of birth. So these are the hormones that are helpful in childbirth. Stages of labor. You know very well about labor earlier. It is a forceful contraction of uterine wall, and this labor again divided into three stages. A stage of dilation, a stage of expulsion, and placental stage. So dear student, in stage of dilation means to say dilation of cervix, and it lasts for 6 to 12 hours. So this stage is characterized by first regular contraction of uterus, second rupturing of amniotic sac, means here amniotic sac ruptures. So third, flowing out of amniotic fluid, and this amniotic fluid make a force to deliver the baby. Fourth, complete dilation of cervix. So these four are the characteristic feature of stage of dilation. Now second one is stage of expulsion. Completely dilation of cervix. This is a characteristic feature of this expulsion stage, and it extends 10 minutes to several hours. And last is placental stage. So expelled of placenta. Why? Powerful contraction of uterine wall means after the birth of baby, placenta also removed from the uterus. So here uterus make powerful contraction, that is why this placenta expelled out. So it takes about 10 to 45 minutes. This is a timing for expelling placenta. So now during this stage, several blood vessels were torn during delivery. So these are the stages of labor. Last part of this chapter, that is the lactation. So the production of milk from mammary glands, it is known as lactation. So after the birth of baby, several hormonal changes occur, and it makes the mammary gland to lactate. So initially few days, the mother milk is essential for baby, because it contains a yellow colored part that is known as colostrum, and this colostrum is rich in immunoglobulin A, IgA. This is an antibody, and that is the fight against the different kind of diseases. So breastfeeding recommended by several doctors because this milk is the balanced for development of baby. So it help in the regular growth and brain activity. It also contains several types of minerals that is necessary for child. So dear student, this is about you in this chapter. Thanks for the day.
Do self study at home and stay home, save lives. Thank you very much.